Alright, sorry. What do the little weight scale thing mean on the Twilight missions? Or has that always been there and I've just never noticed? It would be like me to not notice it and know what the other two symbols are, but not that symbol. One of the symbols is technically incorrect, because it's not even Yokai Realm with a companion anymore. Even though you still appear through a gold torii gate. There's a whole idea of it anyways. I mean, just throw your ideas out the window, because that's how you make games. Right? Have an idea. Oh, you can't just walk around them in this one? I played a little bit of Nioh 1 to curb my boredom, so I'm a little bit... like, my weapon swapping is going to be weird, because... Oh, and item swapping, that's right, it's... I'm going to have to remember, you hold R1 left and right. Even though I just played this yesterday, the two games have a big control difference in between them. One game you press R2, which in this game is for your yokai skill shit, which doesn't even exist in the first game. Which I understand why they did it, don't get me wrong. That is a change I can understand why they made. But the fact when they updated Nioh 1, they should have just updated it to have the same control thing with this game, with the hold R1 to swap your items, because it wouldn't have, like, conflicted with any controls that were already in the game. They would have just needed to move a little bit of fucking control programming around, which isn't that hard. Honestly, that could have been done in a guy's afternoon. Less than that. Probably... guy could have opened up the dev kit of the game and done it in like an hour. Honestly, I love when people nowadays try to make game development look like it takes forever. The problem is it's an arduous task that no one wants to do, so many of the people that do it have to sidetrack themselves or have other things going on. It's why almost all of them have like 2 to 3 monitor setups. It's not even just for the game design element. You don't need 2 monitors to develop a game. You need 2 monitors to see what's going on in the game's code, but you could also just have an overlay like a lot of, I don't know, console dev kits have for your debug shit, but okay. Just act like that's necessary and then claim that about every fucking PC game on the planet, even though it's not. Because no one knows what they're talking about when it comes to developing games. Including me. I mean, I'm not a fucking software developer. I'm not a coder. I'm not a programmer. I won't claim to ever be any of those things. Anything I've had to do with code, I've either copied it from someone else or used, like, trial and error and a library doing, though. I'm just doing a thing to get a thing done, but I'm not, by any means, what you would call a programmer. That'd be a joke. If you asked me to give you a specific function out of something, I could not do it for you. However, I do know that people who do know what the fuck they are doing can accomplish many of the tasks that people claim as being difficult to fix in video games within minutes. Because if you know where the problem is coming from, then you know either the cause of it or how to fix it. And you can see this in game jams, where people are forced to make functional prototypical games within 24 hours. And most of them succeed. Even if they make a really shitty concept, most of them, bar none, exceed. Whereas you have game developers who will spend literal weeks to make an indie game that doesn't even work. Or you have a company that spends millions on a game, or a company that has way too big of bridges to fill. Oh, that's not going to fit in there. Oh, that's going to hurt. Oh, it's the left side you walk around, dum-dum. Yeah. Left side, not right side. Right side is tracking side. Still Nioh 1 programming. On those guys anyways. You go out on a limb and assume this is not the way you're supposed to get on that building. But when you have dodge range extended, you can actually get some pretty far distance out of your dodge off of a building. Even though you stop dodging the second your character starts to fall. It does carry momentum, especially if you hold the direction of the way that you're falling. It's how you get some Kodamas in the first game. This game doesn't have any of those bastard Kodamas, like the one on the centipede level where you have to fall off the wooden platform at an angle just right and fall with your character to get to where there's one of the... There's also a hot spring in there, if I remember correctly. There's a hot spring and a red cup Kodama. I know Nioh 1 like the back of my head more than I know this game. And the funny thing is I played almost equal amount of time of them. This I've only played half the amount of it because half of my time in Nioh 1 was in the Abyss. Because that's how that game works basically. Is like half of the game is in the Abyss and trying over and over and over again. Half of my streams of that fucking game were the Abyss. That was way too early there, bud. What? Oh, I must have got stunned out of it. No super armor? Oh my god. There isn't any Toyota super armor with that attack. I guess you could say my prowess with Nioh 1 shows, because that's about the only thing you can do in Nioh 1. You do regular attacks and you don't do any damage with these things. It doesn't matter if you level up skill or not. That's what I love about people who make actual builds that level up skill, is it's probably the most useless stat out of any of the other stats on this list, is skill. Leveling it up for anything other than to wield armor or to just get like the baseline of it, it's fucking pointless, because the scaling is not worth it. It's not like skill scales so much better than any of the other stats. It doesn't. It scales the same as all the other stats. So why not have a stat that has a multi-purpose functionality? Because you can just change one of the main core stats on the weapon with later on ethereals, and then just have a change to like the bonus attack of a different stat anyways, which is where you get most of your damage from to begin with. Because this game doesn't allow you to stack a lot of stuff. Not nearly as much as fucking Nioh 1. You have to get all of that through combat mechanics. All your buffs and attack buffs come through combat mechanics instead of actually just buffing your character. Because half of the buffs they had to make garbage. Unless you have like 200 magic. And a bunch of Omnio magic power. Excessive amounts of it. To the point where you've overdone it on all your gear pieces. Just like with ninjutsu. You have to overdo it in order to even break even. Whereas in Nioh 1 you can throw rocks at enemies and weigh the Nioh and deal 30,000 damage. Because, you know, the game developers still wanted to have fun in their own game when they were doing test stuff. So when they were testing a lot of the bosses, I guarantee you a lot of them were doing the rock throwing build as a joke. Because the rock throwing animation takes forever to do. And you're not going to hit every single one. But when it does like as much damage as a player swinging the weapon 3 or 4 times. So, depending on your build, depends on, of course, if you're a Susanoo strong attack build, your fucking strong attacks are going to deal like 20k each, but your character's going to die instantly. That's kind of how Nioh 1 is. Nioh 1 is you die instantly if you don't wear anything that isn't Tatanashi or the most heaviest of armors in the game. When you get to the Abyss. And I mean, that's the same with this game. For the most part, as far as I know. You might as well just delete your heavy armor, even being in the game, if it's not going to serve a function later on in the game. I mean, I understand on higher difficulties you have to play better. But playing better doesn't mean kill the player in one hit when they're wearing heavy armor. That defeats the purpose of it. When you can't trade, why would you... Why do it? I will say it's one of the things I don't like about Nioh 2 is its overemphasis on making you focus on specific skill damages instead of just raw stats. I like the close combat attack, close combat damage, skill damage. I like having the variety of stats that multiply to give you extra damage when you know what you're doing. The agility attack bonus on the bow, that actually is the only attack bonus that works with your melee weapon. That kind of stuff was good, because when you knew about it and you got that extra damage, it felt better. This game doesn't reward you for that, because this game assumes you know that. And that's horrible. Because if you even try to go through this game without reforging shit, even a tiny bit, good fucking luck. Good fucking luck. Because you're never going to have status effects or anything that are going to make you deal or feel like you're doing anything remotely good with your character. I mean, like, consider the fact I'm using dual swords right now with a build not good for them because I don't have 150 skill. I instead have 150 stamina, which is stupid, to be honest. But it shouldn't be that it shouldn't make me deal this low of damage. Just because I have that. And you can see it in the core weapon stats themselves. They don't change much in between each different weapon. If you have the same, like for example, this has attack bonus stamina on it. And now let's go look at an axe and its attack bonus. It only averages about 300 higher. And these weapons are almost all the same level. Like the dual swords, outperform the single sword only because it's an ethereal. But even if it wasn't, the attack number is bullshit. Because it's just like if you played any other game that's third person, they use attack multipliers to determine how much your attacks actually do. And attack multipliers can be less or more than what the base statistics are. And the higher the weapon damage gets, the more a negative attack multiplier has on a weapon. So for example, in the case of the dual swords, all the base attacks have negative attack multipliers. And you can see this with how low a damage you deal the further you get into the game with just the normal dual sword basic attacks, no matter your build. It really does not matter your build. But the dual swords have a moveset that allow you to literally lock enemies down like nothing else. So they have to balance the game like that. It has to be done. And it's one of those bastard things that I hate about the modern way that they choose to approach this game, because it really, in the case of this has attack bonus heart with heart on the thing already. It's got really low AR compared to my weapons that have changed, like attack. I keep saying change to attack stamina because fucking fuckers had to change the name of the stats in 2 different games. So half of these have a different name for what they are in the first game. But anyways, attack bonus stamina. It like half of this shit don't matter. It don't matter. They did the Dark Souls thing to Nioh too, of taking the RPG, making it look like there's more, but less. There's actually less that you can do. Because you only have about 2 or 3 different ways that you can really play the game at high levels. Which isn't flexibility, that's not RPG. Half of these fucking items in your inventory are just... they're just shit. They're just shit to absorb your inventory. Shit that fills up your inventory, that only some people will ever use some of these items. And I guarantee you, in fact, 90% of their player base have never used one of these, or used one of these, or used any of these. Because all the people who still are playing think that 90% of the player base is a lot of people, but 90% of the people who played this game don't play it anymore. That doesn't exist. If you go to your trophy list and compare to anything, you'll understand what I mean. People don't play these games past the first difficulty, if they even do. Beat the first difficulty. And half of the time they don't even come back for the DLCs. Especially after Nioh 1's DLC. Nioh 1's DLCs ruined people wanting to come back for Nioh's DLC in the fucking just most basic of ways. Just because it's such a lack of content, and the content that you're given is stupidly difficult compared to the rest of the content in the game. You go through the base game, you get to the end of the final boss of the base game, you go straight to the DLC, and the first DLC enemy kills you in 2 hits. Whereas the boss you were just fighting takes 3 to 4 hits to kill you. And you're like, what the fuck? Oh, and then fucking guy with extra hair on his shoulders than he needs grabs you once and you just instantly explode from damage, which then they nerf in this game and make that same grab attack that insta-kills you in Nioh 1 not hardly even remotely half HP you in this game. Unless you're wearing light armor. Because they're just a normal enemy now, so it has to be treated that way, right? Yeah, fuck off with your fire bombs, dude. You're lucky that in fucking Nioh to Tatanashi can't be 100% elemental resistant. You fucking cock. They just had to take all the cool things that you could like build your character up to be out of the game. Which, to be fair, if they wanted to take away your ability to negate mechanics, that's fine. But don't add in the tools to negate those mechanics and then nerf the negation of those mechanics because you never tried to see if you could combine all the values on the armor together to equal 100%. You fucking idiots. Do you know math? You Japanese? Sorry if that's a racist fucking comment, but Jesus fucking Christ. Why do game developers struggle with mathematics? That's all you're staring at is fucking letters and numbers half of the time. If you're actually developing the game anyways. Oh, that's a good emotion for what we're talking about right now. He's like, oh god, you shouldn't be, you're going off again about the fucking game developers. And I'm like, well yeah, when you're playing a game made by a team of game developers, made by a team of people who all agreed upon making the same decisions and ending on this final product, you have to question their morality and decisions. And what they're doing and thinking at the time of making the game. This is the thing I do when playing Bloodborne. It's why I bring up the fact that Marigot has fucking 6 different cutscenes, but you only see one. Because game developers love to overwork their workers for just fucking stupidly nonsensical reasons. Because there's one guy going, do this! And then the guys go, I guess I have to. And then they do it. And then the guy goes, not good enough. And then he goes, do it again. And then he goes, here. And then the guy goes, not good enough. Do it again. And that's game development for you. And anyone who calls otherwise is bullshit. The only time it's otherwise is when you're working at an indie studio. Predominantly, it's one asshole telling all the other assholes what to do, and the people aren't initially assholes. Most of those game developers wanted to just make games. Half of the people who go to work on teams when they're young find out how fucking, like, how much of a headache it is to actually be a part of one of those companies. And then they stop, because they either get laid off or fired. And then they do a Reddit AMA on their job. Because that's what matters nowadays. I had a shitty job I opted into because I liked a game company when I was younger, and I was dumb enough to believe that corporate entities weren't going to corrupt everything. What? Are you a child? It's what sucks for kids growing up nowadays, because you either grow up and immediately understand that you're growing up into a corrupt, fucked up society, because there's no way that you can lie to your kid your entire life about society being good. You can't. You can't. You can't lie about oceans with plastic. You can't lie about the fact that plastic recycling is not even worth the money that we try to invest into it, so that we can underpay people who have to recycle it because plastic isn't worth the money, or else you'd have to pay actual money for your plastic bottle. and your fucking thing that came in a plastic bottle wouldn't be worth being made out of plastic anymore. It would then just be used as a fucking form of, technically, I guess you'd say biofuel, because it technically came from like petroleum. It's just, it's a fucking headache on this planet we live on right now. It really is. It's a fucking headache. Oh. Just keep kicking, just keep kicking. Wait. Oh. That's where I came down, right? I can never remember. Yeah, no, I can never remember. Short-term memory. The cat hater? Oh, buddy, you're about to get beat the fuck up. Fucking destroyed, bud. That's what you get for hating on my Scampy boy. Have a reminder to kill him every playthrough. If I die, I go back and I kill that guy every time. You're gonna hate on Scampy. Oh yeah, I'm Tatanashi wielder. I can pretty much stand in that for a while. Can't stand in it forever like I can in the more RPG having first game. And be a master of elements and not take damage from them. Oh, cool. You're a fun enemy. Thanks, Scampies. Are you a cat hater? No, you're a chimney. That's fine. I'm a chimney too, dude. Here, I'll chimney it up. Chimney. Hello? You will get back here, sir. You will indeed get back here, sir. I will indeed get grabbed, sir. But I will come find you. I will find you and your whole family. Oh, you dick! Yes, what I like spending my time as a floating demon is looting the environment. That is my favorite pastime. Floating around as a demon who takes environmental damage and can't just float a tiny bit higher above the ground, because that would be too unfair to the game. And you can't have fun. Fun is not allowed in video games anymore. Right. Shouldn't have jumped off that bit. Oh. Cursed hold button inputs. Do I even need to go up here? Okay, that's I don't know if what's better? Is that better than Dark Souls 2 or not? It's hard to tell. I mean, this game runs way better than Dark Souls 2, so there's that as well. Oh yeah, what am I trying to draw strike with? You don't draw strike with those. Oh, 1,000. Oh wow, he's on the ground. Wow. Dual sword slapping. I keep the fists on because they're on my Tarasu. Any other weapon I swap out will lower my HP. Pretty much. Because they didn't make the sets all balance out in this. This only gives me 100 life. In Nioh 1, it would have increased over time way more to meet the difficulty. It's like this as well. This gives 250. Why does that get... Is it because it's not ethereal? Does this game put way more emphasis on ethereal? I wouldn't even be surprised. Oh yeah, that don't even have... I don't know why I'm saving that. That needs a life. I guess I could get the gauntlets and do whirlwind. Wait, is whirlwind the Kusarigama ability that you... Oh, no. No thank you. There was a set that had a better bonus than that. Again, in the other game. You know, the first one. Let's go, cat. Oh my god, there's no super armor on that kick. That's something I didn't learn. I do like it though, because it's a fast, very, very fast move. That's why I was surprised to get staggered out of it. For an axe move that's so fast, compared to Titanic Strength. Or Cloud Crush. Or, is it Cloud Crush or what is the other one? That's like, they tried to make it as a Titanic Strength replacement. Bear's Bane. I don't know why I don't have Bear's Bane on. Here, now we can have both. Since they're both equally as slow, I believe they're almost the same amount of animation time. I think Bear's Bane is actually a tiny bit slower. But it does do a shockwave, so it hits more consistent. Aww. Aww. There we go. I was like, how long is he not going to put up a yokai realm? Jeez. Where? the overemphasis on key pulsing in this game to keep your key up. It's so adamant that you would finish Nioh 1 knowing what double fluxing is and how to do it. Otherwise, you'd be so fucked in this game. Everything would feel like it would cost way too much to do anything, unless you were wearing light armor. Oh, I had Bear's Bane on low stance. With damage boost skill. I guess what... I'll see what does more damage. Oh, it's... They always put him as a rev. He's a rev. Why are you trying to rev? You can't block all day, Cole. Should play your own game, bud. Oh my god, he's gonna kill me. He loves his sacred water. To be fair, it's a good item. Damn you, dude. Flame Dragon. Oh yeah, that's just over... Yes, come into the room where the thing is trapped inside. The meat grinder. Yeah, he's right here. Does this give you a hint? Yeah. Okay, so that's easy. Wants a backflip. Flip. I don't know why I couldn't just take my axe and literally drop it on that fucking flimsy ass wooden fence over there. I mean, my axe compared to this fence is pretty hefty, and that little middle center bit looks pretty fucking weak. I mean, like, whap, and it would just break into 1,000 pieces. If only. Oh, he drowned. Okay. Dude, that's not how you hot spring. Get on your feet, soldier. Got into a tussle. Can you do the thing that you can do in Nioh 1 here? Oh, not by doing that though. If at the top of this, can I go like, what in the... Put the weapon away. Oh my god, but you kind of need the weapon out. Yep, you can. Okay. Smart. That's what you get for letting... Okay, sorry. I was just checking something. What was his name? Tom 154 centimeters? Wait. He's 5 foot? Tom 5 foot? I mean, I'm 5'4", bro, so I feel that. I feel the need to put your shortness in your name. It's funner to add your own little challenge of just killing him while you're being fired at by the cannon fucks. Goes. Burned to death. That's what you need tenacity for. Shot by skeleton warrior. He didn't have the moves. Beaten to death. Shot down. Shot down. And they were all shot down in their prime. To have the WarioWare smooth moves. And that's how you clear out the Dark Realm without actually having to even climb up the fucking ladder. Well, the main center ladder anyways. And get down into the pit by cheesing ladders because they still have the ability to air control in this game. It's kind of tough, but you can fall from the top of the ladder to there and it's, yeah, win. The Arsonist, he's level 522 in this, what in the jazz? That's, I know it's a dev rev, but why so high level, bro? Dude, I don't do any key damage to him. Can you block more of my stuff, dude? Oh my god. Of course I got the purple. It's a cheater. I'm such a cheater. Where in the rule book is it written that you have to do the levels normally? Oh. Wait, I rested at the shrine. This is active again, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's actually kind of what my body looks like now. Getting back to it anyways. I'm a little bit skinnier, but I definitely got the abs and stuff now. Good luck, bro. You can only dodge so much of it. Excessive, but revenants are kind of hard to deal with. Oh my word, dude. $1,000 damage with that? Whoa! That wasn't my smartest idea. I didn't think they would instantly re-aggro. Oh, and now he jumped down here. Well, I'm okay. I'm okay. Hello. Oh, yeah, I forgot this area is down here. Dude, that's not okay. Attack multiplier on the third heavy is really good, but I hate using strong attacks. It's squeezed to death. Squeezed. Oh my god, that's that's one of the problems about super armor in these games. Is they don't have the attacks listed as the ones that break super armor like they did from Nioh 1 because of the fucking PvP. Because it would be lovely to know. Because honestly, I get really tired of low stance katana revenants just fucking railing into me for thousands of damage. It's just fucking stupid. They do too much damage. I never got the ladder up there. I got the secondary shortcut, but never got the other ladder. Oh fuck. Yeah, that's gonna... Give me my health. I just want some health, please. Thanks for your contribution, soldier. They're actually underworld soldiers, so I'm not just saying that one as a joke. They're actually underworld soldiers. Actually a soldier. Hello? What do you even give these things to get a good outcome? Because they just take something and make it not leveled, basically. That's all they do. Like, if I give him this, he's just going to take it and give me something not leveled up. And it's not going to have a skill on it, which is going to be a game changer. Cool, a Taro Tachi. Let's see exactly. A non-leveled up Grace Inheritance of Grace of Amaterasu. Why do you do this again? I just basically forfeited the cost of that for no reason. Oh yeah, I forgot there's the stupid other mechanic when it comes to your gear. I forgot to do that to my gear. I don't think I swapped anything out too much. But sure. No, I didn't swap any of these out. These are all fine. Wait, you can do it with these too? I wish you could see like what type something was considered. It's like you knew what accessory got what types of rolls on it. Because I swear some accessories can't have certain stats on them. Wait, what? Sophisticated lemon? Hey! You can't look like me, that's me! I'm the only me there is. And I upgraded. Probably not my best choice to just sit there and just eat. A mad spinner. I don't know why I'm doing this. I have the shrine inside. You can't climb ladders one-legged. Douche canoe. Wait, don't I have to get a key? Don't you need the key to even open the door to the boss? I still have to go up there anyways, even with my skip. Yeah, I still have to go up there. God damn it. I forgot that you need that damn key. In the Twilight one, it's like right there. Right here in the Twilight mission. But in the normal version of the mission, it's up top. Right there. Of course, being guarded by a red enemy. Who else but red enemy? It's red. I'm not gonna do it. Okay there, bud. Settle the fuck down. Whoa, dude. He's got some fancy new skills. Oh my god, they reload so fast. Give me... No, give me the key, you jackass! Oh god. Dag nabbit. Just ain't right. See, they have all the windmills on the other level. The windmills should be on this level. Omega 00. Chop. You ready? Let's see how far we can get without a ton of magic. Well, that's a Dunkachino. That wasn't too bad. I mean, the cooperator helped, definitely. Just having him sit there with buffs on and just eat shit. Oh, that must be pretty... I wonder if you can use that on human bosses. Oh my god, I need to fix this shit. One of these days. Just go with more stamina. No. Actually, key recovery would help. I don't really need them, but the whites don't even disassemble into shit that's good, so... Not that I need to disassemble. In fact, I don't think I need to, because crafting gear is useless. Yeah. I'm pretty sure just about everything I would have gotten from that level is going to be useless to me. I can... at least go over some of the armor. What is it? For like every 600 items, you get a fucking single piece of armor with an orange inheritable on it? Jesus fuck. You get so little. That's got life star 294. Only it was gloves. But I know gloves can't have that. Scambus! Scambus hat. What is? Oh yeah, I can just go like... Just looking for fucking... anything useful that could be inheritable or...